to Nigeria now, I don't know any other country in the world that has it. The Nigerian PayPal account is send only.
It's send only?
Correct.
For PayPal?
Yes.
How do you put the money into send?
Good. No, I can deposit money from my card into my PayPal account.
And send it to me.
But you can send me PayPal.
Is this capital controls? A bit like how they don't really, in Nigeria, they didn't really want people using the dollar. Wasn't there a restriction put in?
It was this preceded capital controls.
Okay.
This is PayPal's internal decision. Yes, they get bounced, they get fraud alerts and all, but the elegant systems of fixing that, rather than locking out 200 million people from global commerce through what then used to be the biggest channel. Of course, it sparked fintechs to rise in Africa to say, hey, we'll create systems that people can use to pay from outside. But that's the kind of decision that a global company like PayPal can make on the biggest economy in Africa. And it has impact, and people don't see it. Because the guy in Nigeria that is doing work, now remote work is very available, but he's doing that work. Can he get the value he's earned from that work back? And when all the systems, the channels that are set up for it are either going to collect a margin on every bit of his work because that system has just been designed in that way, then there's a problem somewhere. I'll give you another example. Western Union, MoneyGram. Last year, the US government requested that they send information on every transaction in the US from their platforms for people in this part of the world. Every single one, line by line. Already those systems, when you see the statistics of remittances coming to Africa from the diaspora, that means those companies are already getting a huge cut.
What do they take, 7%, 10%?
Varies here and there. They take a huge cut from it. So I'm not talking yet about what's happening locally. And there are issues locally. But I think our biggest challenge from a money standpoint usually comes when our money has to touch the rest of the world. Inside Nigeria, we have one of the most fantastic electronic systems for settling payment. If I sent you money in Ireland now from my Irish account, if I send something to your dad to his Irish account, he's not getting it till after 10 a.m. tomorrow morning when the bank's open. If I send it in Nigeria now, even if we're two separate banks, two different banks, you get it instant.
Yeah, it's the same as we have in the UK.
Right?
Yeah.
Same in the UK, but there are places in Europe where you don't have it as that fast. So means of electronic transfer locally is starting to get easier. The problem starts when you're a businessman and you want to pay a supplier abroad, or you're a Nigerian developer who's working for a global company in Nigeria and you want to get your salaries back home.
Is this a problem if you try and do business with other African nations, or just with the US and Europe?
That one's a crap show on its own.
But do you feel like this is the developed world?
Again, the system is designed so that we don't do business with each other.
And if that doesn't worry you, then you've got a problem, right? And this has been my position. One of the reasons why we consistently ask that God should allow us pick a young president who will be closer to young people, listen to young people, understand the plight of young people, because we have a growing population. The number of youth in this country particularly outweighs the number of children and the adults. We have a rising population. Only young people can drive this economy. And if you think that providing jobs for young people in this country, anywhere in the world, the government jobs, the government assignment, the government task is not to provide jobs, is to create an enabling environment for creatives, for jobs, for entrepreneurial skills and talents and abilities to thrive. Since Bola Ahmed Tinubu became president, which town hall meeting has he held with young people? This is one of the challenges that we are facing in this country. Nobody is listening to us. Young creatives in this country, whether they are content creators, they are graphics designers, they are editors, they are content writers, they are copywriters, whatever they do in the creative industry, they are voiceover artists, they are presenters, they do a lot of things. The internet has created virtual offices and jobs available. But how do we get paid? This is just one of the several channels where we are being disenfranchised. I understand there are fraud alerts. But Nigeria is not even the most fraudulent country in the world, of course. But government that is reasonable, we have sit down, sit conference, sitcom with all these organizations and systems and create ways to ensuring that people who are genuine get paid for their services. There are several content creators. You know how content creators earn money living in Nigeria? And this has created so much that you lose so much part of the world you're supposed to earn. This is just one of them. And then you sit here and say that there is a president that is thinking right. There is a government that is working for the people. Working for who exactly? Working for who? 7 months gone. Nobody is asking the right questions. Why is paper not paying to Nigerians? People are now creating alternate sources. I'm hearing Payona, maybe Cash App. Yes, I agree. There were alerts in varying kind, but a government that is serious will not allow you to shortchange over 200 million persons because of less than 1,000 persons. I'm telling you the truth. And the way you talk, they say you don't know what you are saying. Why is there no hunger in the land? We're talking about hunger. We're talking about different forms of problems in this country. These are the reasons. Opportunities are closed against typical Nigerians. Opportunities are closed against them. The world system over. And because we don't have a government that is thinking and fast and making progress and making moves, we are stranded. And later I say Nigerians should not leave the country. Most people just leave Nigeria so that they can breathe. So that they can breathe, that's all. I beg, I don't want to talk. If these guys have sense, this is what they should be tackling. How to ensure that if young people have got access to making virtual connections and systems and earning money from themselves, the pressure on government doing the needful will be minimal. But what do they know? I'll catch you again soon. I'm out of here.